All right, people. Welcome again to MG Sports family, guys. We are the Gold Cup hasn't finished yet, people. So the Gold Cup final is on Sunday, and I did say, even though the Reggae Boys are out, I did say that we want to hit the 30,000 subscribers before the final of the Gold Cup. I actually wanted to hit it before Reggae Boys exit. I really wanted to hit it before the Reggae Boys exit. Unfortunately, they exit just a moment before, but guess what? We are so close. We're extremely close to hitting our 30,000 subscribers. Maybe about 60 or so subscribers left, or maybe something in that region. But it doesn't matter. We still want you guys to help us to get there. Anyways, people, if I'm being honest, let's all take a step back, relax, know that the boiling temperature is down. You're now level-headed. It's clear and evident that we were beaten by the better team. It's 100% evident. Yes, I understand that there's other variables, referee's decision, or his performance, individual player performance. People are going to say even substitution. People are going to say a lot of things. Everyone is going to have their own point of view. Everyone is going to have their own idea of what should have happened, how it should have went about, and what should have been done. But that's football. That's general football. But guess what? We're going to discuss that. Guys, please do smash that like button. And as I said, hit the subscribe button and help us to get to 30,000 subscribers. Hit the like button, people. It's very important that you do so. Alright, so Jamaica 0, Mexico 3. Let's first start off with the my apologies. I don't know why this a peak. Let's first start off with if that was peaking, my sincere apologies. Let's first start off with the team lineup. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. My apologies. All right. So the team lineup, that's what the team lineup looks like, people. Andre Blake in goal, Javier Brown at right back, Bernard and Damian Lowe centre back, Pierre, Amar Bill at left back, Latibodier and Lambert in the midfield, Bobby Reed and Demari Gray on either wings, Leon Bailey, Mikel Antonio leading line. When I look at the CONCACAF page, when they were bringing the lineup out on ESPN, it showed to be a 4-2-3-1. We had Lambert and Latibodier in the midfield alongside each other in the two. The three would have been Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed on the right, Gray on the left, and Bailey in the attacking midfield position, and Mikel Antonio lead the line. So let's assess the game in general. Let's assess the context of the game. I do believe the game started off, and Mexico really started off the game in fine style. They hit the ground running from minute one. And first most glaring observation in that game was the pace of play. And I'm not talking about how quick the Mexicans were running or how quick the Reggae Boys are running. I'm talking about the time the pass take from one player to the next player. The time in between the pass of one player to the next player, specifically the Mexican team. The pace of play. The Mexican were moving the ball across the pitch rapid. Tap, 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 bam, 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 bam. Switch up play. Boom to the right hand side. I don't know why it's a blur of that. Boom, left, right, tam, over on the right hand side, boom to the left hand side. And they kind of target our right back. You can see how many times they switch the ball to the right hand side and to the left hand side, which is our right back. And it was the first glaring observation. And the moment I saw that, I said, we are in for a horrid night. And we tried to up our tempo. You can clearly see that we tried to up our tempo. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, we just could not match the pace of play that the Mexican were. The cohesiveness of the Mexican, the chemistry, the organization, the tactics, the tactical astuteness of the team, they were far superior than us in many different aspects. Now, we kick off the game, early goal by the Mexican, a wonderful goal I have to say. People are going to say that shouldn't have scored, but that ball, the ball moved so rapid. First 2 minutes, they three passes between the defenders, midfielders, defenders, boom onto the left hand side. That's our right back side. As time and space, all the time and space in the world. Hit the cross once. I think it take 2 touch. Control. Boom. Inside the 18-yard box. Striker. Control. Take off a shot. Strongly believe that a striker should not be able to take 2 touches off a ball inside of your 18-yard box. It should not. First control on him. Unfortunately, that happened. Wonderful goal by the Mexicans. Wonderful goal by the Mexican. Beautiful, beautiful goal by the Mexican. Now, as the game go on, we were trying to get into the game. We were trying to build some momentum. Unfortunately, it was really, really difficult for us. As I said, when we had the ball, the Mexican recovery pace, now this is their recovery pace, based on the tactics or how they tactically deployed, they clog all of the gaps. And because they clog off all of the gaps, we were passing the ball and it seems as if there were 14 Mexican players versus our 11. Because how quick they were recovering the ball, how quick they were zoning us out of play, and we had no time on the ball. That's one of the reasons I had to go long. Many people are saying, boy, we are bypassing the midfield, we don't have any midfield, and all these things. The truth is, we can't, we just could not keep up where the tempo is. The moment we lift up our head to pick a pass, the moment we try to make a pass, the Mexicans would have already zoned out those channels or even man mark the players. I realized that we were playing more of a zonal and the Mexicans were playing more of a man marking. They were really, really close to us while we give them time and space, and then we press them. Like when they receive the ball in the mid park, then we go at them. And I do think that was questionable, but in the same sense, I have to commend them. Now, where the referee comes in play now, I do believe that the free kick, I don't think that was a free kick. He pushed the ball through 2 players. He was never going to get that ball. He was never going to retrieve that ball again. And he basically sold it. The referee bought it. And the referee was buying a lot of free kicks. As the moment we came close to a Mexican player, foul, sometimes yellow card, sometimes not. But the moment we come close, I see Mikel Antonio gone down maybe 3 or 4 times without referee even calling a foul. Same as Leon Bailey. Referee didn't even call a foul. And you can see that was getting that was infuriating our players. They were getting very, very frustrated about it. And I didn't really want them to start paying attention to that. Unfortunately, it does play a part in the game. Second opportunity, that was a beautiful free kick. No keeper is going to hold on to that. None. You could be David De Gea, Peter Cech, Edison, Allison, Van der Sar, Lehman, Oliver Kang. You're not going to touch that. That was a wonderfully taken free kick. Beautifully taken free kick, I have to say. Wonderful. Mexican went in the first half, leading 2-0. Now, second half, we still could not match the tempo. But what we did, we started to play a bit more direct. You know, more long passes, trying to hit our players one time. Unfortunately, every first and second ball, we were won by the Mexican. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the pitch, they were always going to win it. It's like their reaction time was superior to ours. The moment we hit the ball, a Mexican just and take it away. Their reaction time was far superior to ours. And I have to say, it was a wonderful game. Now, as we go on, the game go on, and we try to make changes, try to bring on these players, we try to do some stuff. I have to say, Al Grimson really, really tried to mix it up a bit, try to tactical tweak. Unfortunately, we just weren't up to the races and up to the level of the Mexican. We did stay in the game. We were in the game, but we just could not find something on that. I think for the first half, we had like just 1 shot on target, or 1 shot overall. And was a shot on target. I think Demari Gray was the person who hit that shot. Let me just give you guys the statistics for that, where that is concerned. I didn't think we have any more shot. We had for the first half we had 1 shot on target. For the second half we had a total of 7 shots, 3 and 2 on target. Whilst Mexican had 13 shots and 5 on target. They created 1 big chance. We didn't create any. But all in all, percentage-wise, I do think that in normal basis, this Mexican team is not solely around possession. They're way more direct, but they are very, very precise in how they pass the ball and how they retrieve the ball. Their tactical setup is brilliant. Now, second goal, Damian Lowe, Damian Lowe was done there. Damian Lowe went for the player rather than the ball. He went to shield the player rather than try to clear the ball. And the player just top out the ball around him, swivel around him, pass to the back post, open goal, and there comes the third goal. And it's a beautiful goal, I have to be honest. It's a wonderful goal. Now, let's get into and that's full time. Three things that was evident. Pace of play by the Mexican, the tactical setup. We just could not lift our game to their level. They were far superior to us. Now, still realize that we still have a mental problem though. Because if you look at it, this is the same Mexico team that lost to Qatar. Qatar had one shot on target, and that one shot was what really threw them over. And Qatar defeated Mexico 1-0. So it goes to show that there's still a mental blockage that we need to get across. Because if Qatar could have get the job done, I think we could have done the same. Qatar walk away with a clean sheet, whilst we walk away with 3 goals conceded. And they had Qatar one shot on target and they scored. Now, you could say it's luck, even though Mexico had how many shots, but at the end of the day, Qatar was defensively resilient, and the mentality was that they must win that game. We could have the mentality that we must win the game, but were we really prepared to dog it out like that? Not sure. Not sure about that. Let's run through the player evaluation. Blake couldn't have done anything. I don't think what else Blake could have done. The 3 goals that were conceded were very much out of Blake ballpark. Blake still made some wonderful save in the same sense. So I don't know why camera. No, me take it off autofocus. Yeah, take it off autofocus. I don't know why it keep on. So Javier and Brown. I for the first half, I don't know what happened. Why? I think the 2 goals that we conceded were over on that side because they were targeting. There must be a reason why they were targeting that side. Not the best game for Javier Brown. You can see that he was very frustrated when he came off, upset and frustrated when he came off. But that is football. We come again. Left back Bell, a lot of energy. I do think that some moments when he punched forward, that area in behind him would have been vacated, and the Mexican would have tried to exploit that area 1 and 2 times. Unfortunately, not many times. They didn't get any success from that era, but I think it's fairly good, decent performance from Bell. Still required more. Lowe, I do think that this was actually not one of Lowe's best game. You can see that he was really trying to impose himself on the game. Unfortunately, it was just not one of his game, and it's just bad that this is one of the night that he decided that it just turns out that he's not gonna have a good game. But you can see that he was trying so hard, and maybe too hard as well, to impose himself on the game. But that is football. Think we must definitely will learn from that. So not the best game from Lowe, but certainly a game that he will learn from and rally back from. Bernard, similar to what Lowe was doing, I do think that Bernard was a little bit more relaxed, a little bit less significant, because I don't think that Bernard really did much. I think most of the work that was done by Lowe. 1 and 2 recoveries from Bernard, I think that was good. I think fairly okay performance from Bernard. Both defenders, maybe not the best game, but I do think that he had a little bit better game than Lowe. Midfield now, Latibodier and Lambert. Now, a lot of persons are going to cuss the midfield, and midfield is non-existent, and I don't think that anyone who's going to cuss the midfield, I don't think that they really understand how football operates. Specifically with the midfield, if you're going to go up against a team like Mexico, who's more structured, more organized, with high quality players, defensive minded as well, I do think that your midfield is going to get overrun, because we are in the building phase, people. The midfield still hasn't been fully functioned as yet. Do think that there's still areas that need to be improved on. There's quite a few areas in the midfield that need to be improved on. But we didn't have any ball handlers in the midfield. I do think that affected us a bit. And because we didn't have any ball handlers, we couldn't play the ball through the middle. And you realize that one and two times when Gray would drop in the midfield, he would just seamlessly glide through the middle of the park, splitting the Mexican midfield open. And, oh, great, crazy player. But if we had a midfielder like that who was consistent in the middle, handling the ball, playing the ball, moving the ball around, I do think that the midfield would have looked a lot better. Both Lambert and Latibody, I don't think that this was the best game for either of them. They tried though, they did put in a lot of work. Unfortunately, pace of play, they couldn't keep up, and the ball was moving around them. Bobby Reed on the right hand side, he did try, you can see, I think he tried whip the ball across one time cross, but unfortunately, I just don't think that this entire team performance was not the best. Not the best, not also another good game from Bobby Reed. Another player that need to assess what happened and look into themselves. Bailey, I think most of the game Bailey was actually absent. 1 and 2 moments, him trying something. He made a beautiful pass. Who got the ball? I think Nicholson got the ball. Crazy. I think it was a wonderful pass. But other than that, I don't see anything. And he was very, very fortunate to be on the field. I do think that was a red card what he did with the Mexican player when he was on the floor. He's extremely fortunate to remain on the field, on the pitch, but was mostly absent throughout the game. He was getting shrugged down all over the pitch. Still, he was getting kicked all over the pitch. Maybe that was got him frustration, and then got no call. But that's a part of football. Gray, I think Gray was our best player. I 100% believe Gray was our best player. He did get an opportunity though. A cross that came across the goal, and he didn't really get much on the header there. But in regards to playing wise, I do think that he was our best player on the pitch. Moving the ball, playing the ball, sometimes taking control of the game. I do think he was the only one who maybe could walk away with his head held high and said, I put in a shift. But it's a team thing. So you go, but fairly good performance. Fairly probably the only one who really held their own. Next up, Mikel Antonio run his heart out. Unfortunately, he was being kicked off the park. Referee didn't even see it. Referee didn't even care. Honestly, referee didn't even care. He really, really tried. 1 and 2 times you see drop deep, picking the ball up and driving towards the defense. Unfortunately, get off a wonderful shot, a swear score when he hit the back of the run at the side net, swear score. But fairly, I think it's okay, but nothing exciting. Okay performance, but nothing exciting. So overall, it was a poor team performance collectively, and I would understand that because we're going up against a better team, a team who that is where we want to be. Where Mexico is at right now, that is where we want to be. And that's how it is. I just think that maybe the only player who stood out a bit was Demarai Gray. He was the only one who looked to be himself, despite the tempo, despite all the chaos that was going on. But all in all, tough game. We lost to the better team. Referee, people are going to say, boy, I don't blame the ref. I'm not blaming the ref. I did highlight all the issues that we did wrong, and I also highlight the reason why Mexico was better than us. But I also still have to highlight the fact that the referee was very much one-sided in favor of Mexico. You can disagree with that. I have no problem with that. That is your opinion. No problem at all. It's my opinion as well that the referee was a bit one-sided to Mexico. If you believe it, yes or no, that's fine. Totally fine with me. But that's how it is, people. So anyways, people, do hit the like button, smash the like button, people. And this has been my post-match analysis, actually. My post-match analysis. Tell us what you think in the comment section. And please also assist us in getting to the 30,000 subscribers. We're very, very close, people. So help us get there. Big up, people. MG Sports TV, people. And I'll see you guys again. Big up. Reggae Boyz. We're out of the Gold Cup. And tough. It was a good journey. A very, very good journey. Grimson, well done on your first Gold Cup campaign. And I do think that there's better days to come. And that's how it is, people. Big up, people. MG Sports TV. And we are out. Boom. God bless.